play or get played. No, we are not saying that. Volkswagen has upgraded its garage with the all-new EV, adding another competition in the EV world. VW is all set to rule. Though VW's flagship Trinity EV project has been delayed until 2030, that hasn't stopped the automaker from considering making an electric Golf. Hey, you're here with us at Tech Addicts, the place to get all the updates about the EV world or the car world. So let's get our drive started, as all the drivers wanted. To keep its EV offers current after the deferral of its flagship Trinity electric project until 2030, Volkswagen may introduce an all-electric version of either the Golf compact hatchback or the Tiguan crossover. German business newspaper Handelsblatt said, citing company sources, that the electric Golf or Tiguan will employ an improved MEB electric platform and be constructed in the automaker's Wolfsburg factory alongside combustion engine variants of the cars. According to the report, the new EV might hit store shelves before 2026. As more and more European consumers make the conversion to electric vehicles from gas or diesel vehicles, this would guarantee that the Wolfsburg facility can continue to operate at full capacity. According to sources, Volkswagen Group CEO Oliver Blume is debating whether to use the company's current Wolfsburg factory to produce long-range electric cars with enhanced self-driving technology or to build a new plant near the factory for $2.06 billion. Volkswagen claims that the new SSP software-led architecture will allow for high levels of autonomy in the Trinity EVs. The factory was scheduled to begin construction in 2019, with the first Trinity vehicles leaving the assembly line in 2026. After learning that the new software won't be available in time, Blume has reportedly decided to delay the Trinity project till the decade's end. The new European facility is located in Berlin and was championed by former VW Group CEO Herbert Diess, who aimed to reduce production times to compete with Tesla by employing methods like big die casting and reducing the number of components in its automobiles. In an internal letter, Blume, who took over as CEO in September when Diess resigned, informed employees that the business was rethinking its approach to software and platform development. Volkswagen postponed its November planning session earlier this month, citing changing economic conditions. Following the introduction of the ID.3 MEB-based electric hatchback in 2020, production was halted. However, some Golf EVs are still for sale. Through the end of September, Dataforce reports that VW sold 117 e-Golfs. Volkswagen's Golf sales in Europe dropped to 132,989 in the first 9 months, from 177,963 in the same time frame a year earlier, and sales of the Tiguan fell to 102,272 from 140,052 the prior year, according to Dataforce. So let's talk about the all-new EV by Volkswagen. Is it better than the 2020 model? Volkswagen's e-Golf, which arrived in the United Kingdom in 2018, has been phased out due to the rapid evolution of electric vehicles. Volkswagen's EV range has been spun off into the new ID family, and the ID.3 could be the Golf-sized electric car you're looking for. This is because, rather than continuing to support a vehicle that was never intended to house an electric drivetrain in the first place, Volkswagen has instead redesigned its entire lineup around the ID platform. This strategy for electrification also means that after the release of the 8th generation Golf, there will be no further fully electric versions of the vehicle. But while the e-Golf was never at the forefront of EV innovation, it serves its intended market well as an EV for drivers who value familiarity above all else and want an EV that looks and feels very similar to the family hatchback they already know and love. Although it only has an advertised range of 186 miles, thanks to its 35.8 kilowatt-hour lithium-ion battery and efficient engine, it still boasts a respectable energy density. We'll revisit the topic later. It also features a healthy dose of useful power and Bridgestone's technology for low rolling resistance tires. The hatchback's 134 horsepower electric powertrain allows it to accelerate to 50 miles per hour in 6.9 seconds and 62 miles per hour in 9.6. The 8-shaped battery pack is concealed beneath the front and back seats. Controls are similar to those found on other electric vehicles, allowing you to set the throttle off, regenerative braking level, anywhere from the conventional low to a high that enables single-pedal driving like the BMW i3. There are 3 drive modes to select from, but the changes between them are minimal, unless you choose Eco Plus, which will get you home, but at the cost of significant performance and air conditioning. The e-Golf has a handy symbol that lights up to let you know when to slow down to conserve energy and make the most of each charge. According to a 6,000-mile long-term test by Parkers.co.uk, the e-Golf can travel between 110 and 120 miles on a single charge when set to normal mode of operation. This drops to 90 to 110 when the temperature drops. You put more weight on your feet or you do a lot of highway driving. The battery indicator claims that you can travel 180 miles on a charge. However, this is inaccurate unless you are driving an Eco Plus at a snail's speed. That number, 180, drops to 160 in the winter. Inevitably, charging times may vary based on the heft of the charger. If you can locate a quick one, you can cut that time in half. For those looking for a compromise, a wall-mounted charger from a company like PodPoint is a good middle ground. In comparison to PodPoint's 7 kilowatt-hour charger, which charges the e-Golf in just 6 hours and costs £949, a standard 3.6 kilowatt charger costs £849 and takes 10 hours. Volkswagen promises a 30% range boost in winter circumstances, but we haven't seen such statistics in UK real-world testing, so prospective e-Golf second-hand purchasers should know that a heat pump was available as an option. It's still a good idea to verify whether or not the heat pump's installed in the vehicle you're considering. The Discover Pro infotainment system, with its gorgeously sharp, quick, and glossy 9.2-inch touchscreen, along with gesture and voice control features, comes standard, along with a superbly made, stylish cockpit with ideal ergonomics. Volkswagen's version of the virtual cockpit digital driving instruments, called Active Info Display, was a 495-pound option at launch and contributes to the e-Golf's Air upscale sophistication. However, the battery only takes up a little amount of space in the area beneath the trunk floor, an area rarely visited by the car's owner, leaving plenty of room in the passenger area. The fast acceleration from low speeds, along with the potential to overtake if necessary, makes for an EV that's more likely to inspire haughty calm than the anxiousness that can result from some EVs' lack of speed, range, and interior quality. However, if an e-Golf's a good fit for your lifestyle and you have easy access to a charging station, it is highly recommended, especially if you go the pre-owned route to find a low-mileage model. The latest Volkswagen ID.3 features an electric driving system from APP called the 310. This is a brushless motor with a permanent magnet drive. The letters APP stand for Axle Position Parallel, which describes how the drivetrain and transmission are set up, and the numbers that follow represent the maximum torque, which is 310 Newton meters. For the assembly, modern hairpin technology has allowed for a novel production method in which flat, prefabricated copper coils are used to fill the voids within the stator's laminated core. This improves the electric drive's torque density and efficiency in contrast to a drive using coiled copper wire coils. Since peak torques reached at very low engine speeds, a single-gear ratio transmission is enough for the whole speed range. Volkswagen's component plant in Kassel, Germany is aiming for an annual output of up to 500,000 units. From 2023 onward, the two factories will churn out an annual total of up to 1.4 million electric drives. As a result, Volkswagen Group components will soon be among the world's leading producers of electric vehicle drives. For the love of the car, that's all for today's video. Don't forget to like our video, make sure you subscribe to our channel, and thanks for watching.